Hi everyone. Today I just want to talk about a topic here. It's mainly for about a relationship. Guys who are actually getting into marriage, some people who are on a relationship, some people who are planning to be on a relationship. There's few things that we do wrong and our relationships don't get actually successful. And there's just one or two things that I want to enlighten everyone in terms of when you get into a relationship, how do you manage it? How do you do it? It will be very basic. It's only two stages of what you should do. And as we go along, obviously, some other day, we'll pick up some other points. Look, when you get into a relationship, stage one is you meet your partner and you find different people, different behavior with an understanding that we are not coming from the same background. And many a times on relationship, we tend to misunderstand our partners, especially on the first phase of the relationship. I'm not going to talk about adjusting to the person, how excited you get. Those are normal things that we know in a relationship. But what is happening is many a times you find people who have got the same characters in a relationship and they tend to clash in terms of character. I'll give an example. You find whether the guy or the lady, it doesn't really matter, either or. You'll find a person who has got a very strong character, who actually is independent, is self-sufficient. Now you get into a relationship with that kind of a person because the person is self-sufficient, is independent, is on the bold side of things, is handling things by himself. You as the other party, you think, oh, this person has got pride, this person actually does not rely on me, depend on himself. And remember, you do find that kind of character, people that they will even survive in the jungle if they are left alone. And that's one thing that tend to bring a clash, because then you go into this relationship, you read the relationship and expect what suits you in the relationship instead of understanding your partner. Now, those kind of things, you end up actually having a clash with your partner. You end up actually fighting with your partner, separating with your partner because of a misunderstanding, which is your first stage. And I always say, when you get into a relationship, understand that we come from different backgrounds. We've got different characters. You need to adjust to your partner, understand your partner, know your partner, and understand that you will never be the same in terms of character. One has to complement the other one. One can be 50% on this, the other one 50% on that. But at the end of the day, it's a benefit of the two that complement each other well. Now, as I say, when you get into a relationship, you find that your partner is actually different to you. You tend to overread the situation and underline it to say, this character is actually too much for me, or this guy does not meet my class, or does not meet my character, or does not meet my requirement. And it ends up being a clash. Now, what basically happened, that's your first phase. And it happens that first phase actually lead to a doomed second phase. It might be that on the second phase, because of all that, you actually separate. Or on the second phase, you end up saying, I don't want him anymore, or I need a break. But that's where people make a mistake. You should understand that these phases, they work hand in hand. You have a first phase whereby you realize the character of your partner, and you look at it and say, but my partner is built like that, or is well grounded. You put a status around your partner. Now the second phase, you don't need to break up or anything. You tend to now understand and do a build up towards saying, I understand that my partner has got this kind of character. My partner is too much of himself, or is bold, or is self-sufficient, or is independent, does not depend on me. And now the second phase, that's where you should understand your partner very well, and you should adjust to your partner very well. By understanding your partner, what it means is, having learned that your partner, for an example, is self-sufficient, is independent, and like to actually take the front seat, you should know that if my partner is behaving like that, what are the necessary steps as a partner that I will take to make my partner feel comfortable, obviously not be suppressed. And unfortunately, for many couples, instead of them learning their partner, adjusting to their partner, they opt to pull out of the relationship. And one thing I need to guarantee you is, as soon as you are a partner not aiming at learning or understanding your partner better, you are doomed for failure. Because then it's all about, I love this person. On the first stage, it's all about, I love this person. This person has got the qualities. But the question is, his character or her character, will you be able to adjust to it? And that's what sustains a relationship. The relationship is sustained by an understanding between two people. To say, I now know, on the first stage, you know your partner. But knowing your partner and understanding him is two different things. The knowing comes on the first stage, the understanding comes on the second stage. Now, as soon as you understand your partner, that is a position that will actually help you to sustain your relationship, to sustain your marriage. I can guarantee you 80 to 90% of relationships or of marriages are actually destroyed by the fact that people tend to undermine the fact of understanding your partner. Now, I mean, any person has got flaws. I myself have got my weak points. Now, if you meet a partner and expect your partner to be perfect and you treat your partner as an angel, yes, he's an angel in another form. But the reality is, everyone has his weaknesses or strong points. And you definitely need to get to the second phase of saying, what are my partner's strong points? What is my partner's weak points? By so grasping all that, at the end of the day, you come with a solution whereby you say, now I know him. Now I'm able to deal with him better, because there's no way you can deal better with something that you don't know. If you know something, it will be easy for you to deal with it. And when you understand your partner better, when you make those efforts to understand his flaws, to understand his strength, at the end of the day, you are making it easy for your well-being to be able to adjust to him. And as you adjust to him, then when you are living in a home environment, or when you are seeing each other quite often, you already understand what can transpire in terms of character. And you understand nothing shocks you, nothing goes out of spec for you. Because why? You have already built a database of your partner's character. So every time nothing shocks you, you already develop a remedial action, a boundary for yourself to say, if this happened, this is how far we'll go. If this happened, this is how I do it. And I just want to say to many couples out there, to say, if you're married and maybe you were thinking of leaving your partner, I think the very important thing that you must ask yourself is, do I know this person enough? That should be the first question, whether you're in a relationship or you're married. And if you realize that you don't know this person enough, then I think that's a way to go, to jump onto your second phase, to say, but let me try to know this person enough so that I can come up with solution to say, whatever challenges that are coming, how do I ensure that I handle them and they don't create a loophole in our relationship for us to split, to fight, to be in disagreement. I can give you a typical example. We can disagree as a couple over a very, very small thing. Cooking in the house, e.g. me as a husband. But now as soon as I realize that my wife likes cooking out of spec, sometimes she cook what I don't like. I mean, as a man, I should come to a point to say, but should I really be concerned about the food to that extent? The answer should be yes, but to a certain extent. So what do I do for us not to have so much gap or difference? I must ensure that when my wife cooks, I don't interfere much. I interfere when necessary. If she is putting on blue curtains, I'm the husband. Or pink curtains, I shouldn't be fighting over curtains. Because why? Women like the house, women like curtains. As soon as I interfere, I'm interfering with her territory. And that could cause necessarily tension in between us. So I'm saying, as a partner, you should learn to know your partner more. Instead of just looking on the love side of things, because the love side of things, yes, it makes your relationship to be good, of course, to have that taste, but the sustainability of it, it's all about understanding. And you can only do that when you really come to the second phase of saying, what is my partner's character? Do I understand it? Can I be able to handle it? If you can answer those questions with a yes, in terms of understanding your partner, handling your partner's character, the likelihood is that your relationship can last longer, your relationship can last forever. Because why? Any abnormal thing venturing from a relationship, you can be able to cater for it. You have created that vacuum. You are able to hold it tight. It can't fall on the ground. It can't break. Unlike when you don't understand your partner, you're only treating your partner as angel and expecting only the love side and the good side of things. I think that's the end. I just wanted to highlight on these 2 points. In the future, I'll keep on throwing in some more. Thank you.